Hello students, today we are going to start the next theory, that is the valence bond theory. Actually there are certain limitations of the previous theories. Lewis also was not able to explain the concept of the formation of covalent bond. That's why a new theory was given, that is the valence bond theory. The introduction to the valence bond theory, it was given by Hitler in London, but later on it was developed by Pauling and Slater, so that's why main credit goes to them. Now students, generally the valence bond theory, it is dependent on the concept of atomic orbitals, that how atomic orbitals overlap with each other to form the covalent bond. It also represents the hybridization concept. So in this theory, we will study the concept of atomic orbitals, concept of overlapping as well as hybridization. Now let's discuss it with the help of a molecule, that is hydrogen molecule. Generally what happens students, in hydrogen molecule, we know that there is a single bond between both the hydrogen atom and this is the covalent bond. So how this bond is formed, we will discuss. According to VBT, actually, suppose we are taking two hydrogen atoms, hydrogen A and hydrogen B. Hydrogen A is having electron Ea and its electron is Eb, and its nucleus is Na and its nucleus is Nb. So we know that there is an attraction force between the nucleus and the electron of this hydrogen atom. Similarly, this nucleus and this electron both are having also the attraction force. But whenever two hydrogen comes in contact with each other or come nearer to each other, then the nucleus of the first hydrogen begins to attract the nucleus of the, means it begins to attract the electron of the next hydrogen also towards itself. Similarly, the nucleus of the second hydrogen also applies an attraction force towards the electron of the first hydrogen. And in this way, two forces simultaneously act, that is attraction forces as well as repulsion forces between the electrons as well as न्यूक्लियस. क्योंकि एक हाइड्रोजन है दूसरे के इलेक्ट्रॉन को अट्रैक्ट करना शुरू कर देगा, दूसरा हाइड्रोजन है वो दूसरे के इलेक्ट्रॉन को अट्रैक्ट करना शुरू कर देगा, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रॉन रिपल भी कर रहे हैं और न्यूक्लियस भी रिपेल कर रहे हैं. सो दैट्स वाई न्यूक्लियस के अट्रैक्शन मीन्स न्यूक्लियस और इलेक्ट्रॉन अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन फोर्सेस है दोनों लगेंगे. लेकिन एक्सपेरिमेंटली देखा गया कि जो अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस है, मीन्स न्यू अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस आर देयर which are comparatively more powerful as compared to the repulsive forces between the electrons and the nuclei. That's why a net force of attraction will be there, and due to which both the hydrogen come closer to each other and they get overlapped with each other and form a covalent bond. This is hydrogen 1 and this is hydrogen B, and they form a single molecule or a stable molecule having 74 picometer bond length. No need to remember the bond length, and it is a stable bond. During the formation of the bond, a large amount of energy is released, that is called the bond enthalpy. Okay, so if large amount of energy is released, then that means more stable molecule will be formed. So in this way the hydrogen is formed. This concept was applied over a large number of molecules. Okay, this concept was applied over a large number of molecules. Now that's why it was seen that from this concept, if we apply this concept of overlapping among the different molecules, then we come to know that if the bond enthalpy will be more, in that case the stability of molecule will be more, and if more overlapping will be there, then that also means the bond enthalpy will be more stronger bond will be there. More overlapping, that means more strong bond. These all things we will study and discuss in the later topic. Now the next concept is the orbital overlap concept. Next concept is orbital overlap concept. Student, what about the orbital overlap concept? Generally, it was told that when two hydrogen atoms come very close to each other, then actually they undergo some partial interpenetration, means they get merged with each other, their orbitals get merged with each other, that is outermost orbital. And this partial merging of atomic orbitals result in the overlapping. So it was also told if they are overlapped on a large extent, then that means more stronger bond will be formed. In that case, more amount of bond enthalpy will be there. So student, you have to remember that generally the outermost atomic orbitals will overlap, okay, and when they get overlapped, in that case this is nucleus, and when they get overlapped, actually their electrons get overlapped, and when they get overlapped, then a bond is formed. Okay, this is the bond which is formed by the overlapping. Okay, second thing is that is shearing, we can say, or overlapping is there. Now during the overlapping, if the overlapping is more, then in that case more strong bond will be there. If the overlapping will be less, then in that case the bond will be lesser stronger. That means the extent of overlapping is directly proportional to the strength of covalent bond which is going to be formed. That means if overlap is stronger, then bond formed between the two atoms will also be stronger. One more thing is there, students, that generally those orbitals will overlap which are having electrons of opposite spins. That means we can say if one of the atom is having the electron in this spin, then the other electron must be in the opposite spin. That is, I am showing it in overlapping, that is in opposite spin. तो ये कुछ इस तरह से होगा, अगर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इस स्पिन में तो दूसरा opposite spin में होना चाहिए during the overlapping. So these are the general concepts about the orbital overlapping. Now there are some directional properties of the bonds are also there. Means there is a concept of directional properties. Okay, directional properties of the bonds. So actually students, you have to remember one thing, that generally we know that these are the s orbitals. S orbitals generally they get overlapped by their head. They can overlap from any side. So this will be the overlapping of the s orbitals. Generally p orbitals are there. P orbitals are having which shape? That is, p orbital are having dumbbell shape. So directional properties, generally if it is positive, then they means both the orbitals must be of same spin during the overlapping. If they are having, means we can say same wave function, the orbital must be having the same wave function in the space. That means if the electron is a wave, electron is present in the form of a wave, then the positive wave function must be there. The positive and positive wave function will overlap. आपको पता ही है कि अगर मैं इसके ऊपर इसी जैसा ही वेव रखूँगी तभी वो ओवरलैप करेगा, एक दूसरे को कवर अप करेगा. तो पॉजिटिव ही पॉजिटिव के साथ ओवरलैप होगा, पॉजिटिव वो नेगेटिव को ओवरलैप नहीं करेगा. अगर मैं इस नेगेटिव पार्ट को उठा के इसके ऊपर रख दूँ तो ये इसको कवर अप नहीं कर पाएगा. दैट मीन्स द नेगेटिव विल नॉट ओवरलैप, ऑपोजिट साइंस विल नॉट गेट ओवरलैप. ठीक है, ये जो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव ये साइन रिप्रेजेंट करता है वेव फंक्शन को. ओके तो पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव ओवरलैप करेगा, नेगेटिव नेगेटिव ओवरलैप करेगा. लाइक दीज आर द वी आर हैविंग पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव मीन्स पी ऑर्बिटल. तो पी ऑर्बिटल है पॉजिटिव है तो पॉजिटिव एस के साथ ओवरलैप करेगा, नेगेटिव है तो नेगेटिव एस के साथ, मतलब नेगेटिव वेव फंक्शन के साथ ओवरलैपिंग होगी. दो पी ऑर्बिटल्स इस तरह से भी ओवरलैप कर सकते हैं बच्चों, इस तरह से भी, तो ये भी पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव आपस में ओवरलैप करेंगे. तो सेम साइड के साथ में क्या है, इनको ओवरलैप करना है. कभी भी इस तरह से कोई पी ऑर्बिटल है और यहाँ पे एस आ गया तो यहाँ पे इस तरह से ओवरलैपिंग नहीं होगी, हमेशा कॉर्नर से इधर से ही हमेशा ओवरलैपिंग हमें देखने को मिलेगी. ये छोटा सा क्या है, कॉन्सेप्ट है. Now students, we are going to discuss about the main points of the valence bond theory. So what are the main points of the valence bond theory? These means whatever we studied, those were the simpler points related to VBT. So main thing is that VBT gave the concept of the sigma and pi bond formation. That means it gives the concept of, it explains the concept of overlapping of the atomic orbitals. So the concept of atomic orbitals means overlapping of atomic orbitals is explained by VBT. Okay, now the next point is generally the strength of the covalent bond that actually depend on the extent of overlapping. So we know that generally this point we have studied, that the extent of overlapping is directly proportional to the strength of covalent bond. That means if more overlapping will be there, then more stronger covalent bond will be there, as well as more amount of bond enthalpy will be released. Okay, and bond length of such type of means more overlapping will be there, that means lesser bond length will be there. Okay, now the next point is that generally only the half filled atomic orbitals will overlap. So third point is only half filled atomic orbitals having electrons with opposite spins will overlap. So only those orbitals, like if we are taking the example of hydrogen H2, then hydrogen and hydrogen, it will be 1s1 and here it will be 1s1. So only means those atomic orbitals having single electrons will be there, and having the electron in opposite spins, only these will overlap. Okay, now the next point about is that generally the overlapping, the orbitals which are going to overlap, they must have the same wave function. Okay, so the overlapping orbitals must have same wave function, or we can say same sign. That is, let's take the example like this is the p orbital, negative positive, then there is another p orbital, positive negative. So when they only the orbitals having same wave function will overlap with each other. And this is the overlapping part. Okay, now the next concept is the first bond formed between the formed by the overlapping between atomic orbitals will be sigma bond. So first bond formed will be sigma bond between the by the overlapping of the atomic orbitals. Okay, now next concept is about the types of overlapping. Generally, there are two types of overlapping. Types of overlapping. Students, two type of overlapping will be there. One is axial overlapping. It is also called head-on overlapping, and second one is called lateral or sidewise overlapping, or we can say parallel overlapping is there. By axial or head-on overlapping, sigma bond is formed, but by lateral overlapping, sidewise or parallel overlapping, pi bond is formed. Now students, we will continue with the concept of axial as well as lateral overlapping. Now students, about the axial overlapping. Generally, the axial overlapping takes place, it is also called head-on overlapping. Students, the main thing is there, by the axial overlapping, sigma bond will be formed. Only sigma bond is formed. Okay, by axial overlapping, only sigma bond will be formed. Now student, what are the criteria for the axial overlapping? कैसे कैसे एक्शियल ओवरलैपिंग में क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया उसके हो जाते हैं? तो देखो, इसकी कुछ मतलब ओवरलैपिंग किस तरह से ये ओवरलैप करती है, कौन कौन सी कंडीशंस है, वो मैं आपको बता देती हूँ. जनरली स्टूडेंट्स, एस ऑर्बिटल्स है, ये दोनों ही क्या करते हैं, एक्शियल ओवरलैपिंग को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. जैसे कि अगर मतलब मान लेते हैं, ये मैं एक्शियल ओवरलैपिंग में सिग्मा बॉन्ड में मैं बता देती हूँ. तो ये हो गई हमारी फर्स्ट एस ओवरलैपिंग. ये एक एस ऑर्बिटल है, दिस वन इज अनदर एस ऑर्बिटल. Okay, and when they get over, since s orbital spherically symmetrical होते हैं, that's why ये क्या करेंगे, इस तरह से ओवरलैप कर लेंगे. कहीं से भी वे ओवरलैप कर सकते हैं. और ये जो फर्स्ट बॉन्ड बनता है वो कौन सा बनेगा, सिग्मा बॉन्ड. ओके, इट विल बी द सिग्मा बॉन्ड. और ये हो गई हमारी एस एस ओवरलैपिंग. दिस वन विल बी द एस एस ओवरलैपिंग. तो एस ऑर्बिटल्स कभी भी ओवरलैप करेंगे तो क्या बनाएंगे, सिर्फ सिग्मा बॉन्ड बनाएंगे. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल भी आप इसके ले सकते हो, लाइक हाइड्रोजन है, हाइड्रोजन एटम्स हैं. तो देखो किस तरह से, लाइक लेट्स टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन. आप लिथियम का भी ले सकते हो. तो हाइड्रोजन, और ये हाइड्रोजन हो गया. देखो हाइड्रोजन का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है 1s1, इसका भी 1s1. तो इसका जो एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल है उसमें एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इसमें भी एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल में, एस ऑर्बिटल में एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है. अपोजिट स्पिन्स में अपन ने ले लिए. तो शेप क्या होती है, स्क्वायर में तो होती नहीं, डिब्बों में हर ऑर्बिटल की कुछ पर्टिकुलर शेप होती है. तो इसका एक एस ऑर्बिटल विद 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन और इसका एक एस ऑर्बिटल विद 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन अपोजिट स्पिन, दोनों आपस में ओवरलैप करेंगे. ये इन्होंने ओवरलैप कर दिया इनके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ने, और ये बन गया हमारे पास में बॉन्ड. इट इज़ 1s 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 है, इट इज़ 1s. तो हमारे पास में क्या बन गया, एस एस सिग्मा बॉन्ड. और ये हमारे पास में ये वाला जो ओवरलैप पार्ट है, जहाँ ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिख रहे हैं, दिस वन इज द सिग्मा बॉन्ड. तो ये इस तरह से ओवरलैप करके बॉन्ड का फॉर्मेशन करते हैं. नाउ लेट्स टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ सेकेंड वन. सेकेंड वन इज द टाइप ऑफ एस पी ओवरलैपिंग. सेकेंड इज एस पी overlapping. So what about the SP overlapping students? This was the first, that is SS overlapping. SP overlapping में कोई भी एक S orbital है, it get overlapped with, means both means S orbital. For overlapping, single electron must be there. Okay, so if one S orbital will be there, it get overlapped with the p orbital. Either it is px, either it is py, or either it is pz, containing a single electron with the opposite spin. Okay, this is the p orbital. So when both get combined, then what happen, the overlapping will be like this. This is s orbital, this is p orbital, and these are their electrons, overlapped part. So here this is called the sigma bond and this is called the sp overlapping. So students, the main thing is there कि this is called the head-on overlapping because only the p orbitals will overlap towards its head directly with the s orbital, and by this such type of head-on overlapping, sigma bond will be formed. We can take the example of HCl. Like in hydrogen, here is hydrogen, here is chlorine. In hydrogen atom, we know 1s1, that is 1 electron is there. In chlorine, the configuration of chlorine is 1s1, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Okay, so these all are fulfilled. I am just going to make the p orbital. So p orbital, that is 3p orbital.